Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the rookie from the University of Washington.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
Now Penix to the air right away. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on the gain, a great start for this offense.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A play fake. Now Penix. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And looking to throw, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A good pick up there of 20 yards. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And looking to throw, Penix. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Penix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
3-0 our score as we ready for the dynamic kickoff. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
On play action, Young. This one into the hands of Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing, Young. Quickly to Thielen here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Young to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Penix. That's complete to the tight end Warner. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. To the air, Penix. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll throw with Penix. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Penix. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up 1 first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line, but not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the 1st down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Legette. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Got London on a slant. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They only needed a couple, but the blocking was good, and of course, you can't tamp him down when he gets past that line of scrimmage.
No, and guess what? Not only were they physical at the point of attack, they executed so well. That's what you have to do in short yardage situations. Everyone has to be in the right spot, taking on a defender to give him the chance that they did, and he took full advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Waddle able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
Penix working out of the gun here. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Falcons add 6 to their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Looking to throw, Young. That one complete till again. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Young. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Young working out of the gun. Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And London, the motion man right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 8. And looking to throw, Penix. Kadero Hodge has it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A play fake. Now Penix. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10. They'll run here with Robinson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. On the draw, Robinson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this 1st half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Now the first carry here for the running back. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, Young from the gun. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Looking to throw, Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Two yards still to go. Third down now. On the run, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. In motion goes McLeod. They'll go play action here with Penix. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Handoff now to Robinson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Operating from the gun, Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Penix. Under pressure, they got him again. DJ Waddle. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To the air, Penix. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. It's Young off play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. To throw, Young. Eight yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Young now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Young will set to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
For the Falcons, they were led in the first half by their quarterback, Michael Penix. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this 2nd half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect 2nd half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Now Penix. He's got the hook up to McLeod. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
They'll throw with Penix. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
3rd down and 13. In motion goes McLeod. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Young to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to lose yardage here. On the stop, it was Mike Hughes.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And able to get this out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw, fighting through pressure. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DJ Wadham. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
But his linebackers just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one. That one, the quickest.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And looking to throw, Penix. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here now, 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. KhaDarel Hodge, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's Young. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Falcons offense and Michael Penix set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A play fake. Now Penix. That's to the sideline and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Escaping the pressure right. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On the counter, this is Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking to throw, Penix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Penix. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 29 yards. And the Falcons have opened the lead up to 30. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Young.
That caught by Trimble.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Young now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
On the carry, it's Boone. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And they'll run again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Robinson with another carry.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
115 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers about ready to take over. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6.
To the air once more. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw, Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the gun, it's Young.
A short throw hauled in by Trimble.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Young to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Young to throw it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Young. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, that touchdown won't change who's going to win the game, but I think you and I know a few people who play fantasy football that may have had some interest in that one.
Yeah, that's one thing. When you get late in these games and they're out of reach, those touchdowns, maybe a couple people on the edge of their couch for the wrong reason.
Yeah, not just moral victories are played for anymore, are they?
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gault. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.